Wonderful. All right, well, welcome everybody. How's everyone going after the weekend? What I'll actually get you to do, just for the process of going through the presentation, I'll just get you to put yourselves on mute if you haven't yet done so. And certainly at the end, more than happy if you want to jump off mute and to share some thoughts or asking you questions that they may have. But the weekend was amazing. A massive thank you to everyone that made the effort to attend. I have no doubt, like me, you sort of bounced out of there on Sunday afternoon and then woke up Monday morning thinking, oh, what just happened? So I guess tonight's about recapturing some of that energy and to keep it moving and to give some practical process steps, I guess, is what I'm hoping to be able to do for you this evening. So we start as we ended last time. So this is a bit of a recap of Leanne's incredible session that she was so amazing to host for us last week with regards to her Tony Robbins experience and what came out of that. So these are the things that we committed to doing as part of a call to action from Leanne's call last week. So I'm just putting up some food for thought. Maybe check in and see how many of those you've achieved. You can certainly still add it to you to do this now. So the first was, which so many of you did, we share some ahas from the training on the Thrive page and to your team's Facebook page as well. And thank you so much for doing that. And while I'm saying that, a massive thank you to all of the community after the weekend that have jumped on those Facebook pages, because I've spoken to a number of people who are able to be there, and it gave them a real sense that they were part of it and how amazing it was. So thank you for sharing your vulnerability and your hearts through that. We're all better together, and I think it helps to keep us connected and keep that good feeling going. It's not just the music, it's that as well. The other was Leanne asked us to commit to following up all of our PCs to touch base via phone, starting the new year, and to ask how you can best serve them this year. So just check in with yourself around that. Did you get a few done and not all done? Is that something you're still wanting to do? So it might be a good thing just to pop on your list to consider, chipping away perhaps a couple a day for the next little while till you've worked your way through. And the other thing Leanne asked us all to do was to drop off products to 3 people and do some follow-ups. So again, perhaps those that were there on the weekend after Kathy and I shared the whole pop in and try me concept, you might feel more confidence to do that now. So that's something you might like to consider if you're yet to finish that up. So can you believe there's only 1 week left in January? Has everybody else woken up today and gone, oh, hang on, where did that? Lots of people I've spoken to feel like they're just going, January's almost over. The good news is we don't want to get next month either. So we actually still have a full week after today. So what I really love to do is just, share some thoughts and really for us collectively tonight to make some decisions about what is our not negotiable between now and the end of January. All is not lost. It's absolutely worth looking at where we are now and where you'd ultimately like to be. And as we say in Arbonne, 7 days is oodles of time. So you've still got plenty of time to enter that. So some ideas around what your goal might be if you're yet to set one. I believe most of you at the conference on the weekend, on the Sunday, if you were there, you would have set a goal for yourself. But I thought just in case, and there's people on the call tonight that haven't had a chance to do that, I just thought it'd be good to check in and for each of us to do that now. So what is your goal between now and the end of next Tuesday, that being the end of January? Is it First Step District Manager? We talked a little bit about that, but just to clarify, you therefore need either 1,000 PQV on your dashboard and or 2,500 Success Line QV. So we know the difference. PQV is personal orders, preferred client orders, and any retail orders. And QV includes all of that, but also any consultants or anything else that is within your district central, so within your business if you're going for district. So 1,000 PQV or 2,500 Success Line QV might be what you're after. It might be you're already in qual for district and you're wanting to make sure you get as strong a second step as you can. So if you're getting your head around that, I would definitely suggest reaching out to your mentor around working out what that number is likely to be. It might be your bonus. There might be some stretch there and an opportunity to still get either your district or your area or both bonuses, which would be amazing. Because anything that we can do now just simply means that we're going to be earning more, obviously, sooner rather than later in that February commission check. Growth on last month, I'll often do this. If I get to 7 days out and I think, okay, I've achieved a fair bit here, but actually what I want to make sure, particularly in the early stages of my business, Leanne and Martine always talked with me, so I'm sure you guys may have heard it as well, the concept of just make sure you're growing your business month on month, even if it's only 50 QV. Because then when you're out in the world and you're talking about your business, you can say legitimately, my business is growing every month. I'm getting a pay rise every month in my business. Now I'm getting lots of messages up here. Is there something happening sound-wise or something? Let me just see if I can get into the chat. I just might scroll through. Does someone want to give me a wave if they're the one sending the message and there's a drama, or are we okay? Or just pop off mute?
Everything's fine. It's just me.
Okay, because I've got 10 chat messages and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like is there a fire behind my head or something?
No, I just shared that I booked my VIP launch and then everyone's like, yeah.
Oh,
so ignore everything.
Oh, yay. Yeah, that is a big yay. Well done, honey. That's a massive win. Well done. Thank you for letting me know. I was just watching this trial going, oh, I've clearly missed something. Okay, cool. Excellent.
Oh, good.
So growth on last month is really important. That's particularly in the early stages of your business. You know, what is it that you're going to feel proud of by this time next week? And it might just be a round number extra amount of QB that you're achieving between now and the end of January. So have a bit of a think. If you haven't yet jotted down what you want to achieve, now would be a really cool time to do that. Because as we talked about on the weekend, those that write their goals down are far, far more likely to achieve them than those that don't. So another great thing to have in the back of your mind is this incentive is still in play. So perhaps this is something you want to stretch for. So if you personally achieve 2,500 PQV between now and the end of January, so obviously for the entire month of January, not just this week, that goes without saying, I guess, you'll actually get this amazing Bluetooth speaker. So have a look at your PQV numbers, have a think about what the gap might be and how you might be able to fill that between now and next Tuesday. And you can bring it along and we can all have a bit of a play with it if we haven't entered ourselves. Okay, some QV generating ideas. So hopefully now each of you have had a chance and gone, okay, this is what I've locked in and this is what I want to achieve in the next week. So what I've just got here are some of the ideas that were shared on the weekend and perhaps a couple of different ones around the things that you can do in the 7 days remaining to get closer to and achieve that goal that you've set for yourself. So what we always recommend is break it down to how many packs would I need to sell to fill the gap between where I am and where I want to be. Because, you know, if you have a little look and go, okay, what I'm really focused on at the moment is RE9. So in the anti-aging face packs, how much QV is one of those? So how many of those would I need to sell to bridge that gap? And you might find it's 3 or 4 and you might go, okay, where am I going to find 3 or 4 people? And here's some ideas as where you might find those people. The first is with your preferred client follow-ups. So we mentioned that right at the start. If you haven't done those follow-ups yet, now might be a really great time to touch base with those. And some of them may not have had sight about ASVPs before. So perhaps that's a good entry into the conversation. You know, were you aware that as a preferred client, you're actually entitled to these amazing packs at 40% off? And I'd love to send them through so you can have a look to see if they would meet your needs. Sample follow-up. So if you've been madly handing out samples, certainly sample follow-up within itself can bring some good volume. And if you haven't been and you've got some at home, if you handed samples out tomorrow and did the 3-day follow-up, you've actually still got time to recoup some sales from those samples. So again, with a week to go, it's not too late to get the benefit from samples. So perhaps have a think about that. If you're doing, you know, I don't know, a play group drop off tomorrow or heading out to lunch with some girls, it might be good to, you know, take some samples along with you and obviously have them commit that they're keen to give it a try and you let them know you're going to follow them up in a timely fashion. Sending out an ABC recording. Now, for those of you who were there on the weekend, I know that the challenge, the gauntlet was thrown down to actually record your own. If you've been brave enough to do that or intending to do that, awesome. Get it done as quickly as you can and get it out. But of course, your upline or your mentor or one of your sister lines would absolutely have one, I would say, available for you to send out if you're not quite ready to do your own, if you want to get it out quite quickly. Again, QV follows sponsoring. So yes, we want to focus on PC sales and product sales, but to be able to engage other people in the business is just going to create more leverage for you more quickly. And that's a really good way of going about it. Get people to have a look and then let them know that you'd love to catch up with them for a coffee and answer any questions they might have. A pop in and try me. So we talked about those on the weekend in terms of just touching base with someone, asking if they'd be keen to try the product, spending that little bit of time with them, offering them a sample, letting them know how to get the best benefit, and then following them up you know, in that 3 to 5 day window. Again, still got time to capture it in this month. And if, like me, you've still got little ones on school holidays and you're not quite sure where to fit the time, hey, that's perfect, because you can do that around the kids in a fairly timely fashion. Or, of course, host a workshop. I think from memory it was the beautiful Angela who declared on the weekend, give me a thumbs up, Angela, if I'm correct, that your intention was to get a workshop, a group of girls together on Saturday. Was that what we talked about, hun? Thumbs up. Yeah, awesome. So great idea. So, you know, look at your diary, wherever you've got a window of time, and lock it in. And as you're out and about in the world, invite people to come along. So there's just some ideas. So hopefully some of those would help. But sometimes what happens is ideas are awesome, aren't they? Gosh, it's good. We throw ideas around and we all get excited. But sometimes, probably you do, because I know I do, I just go, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. There's so many great ideas that I actually don't. So sometimes what happens is we freeze and we don't do anything. So my advice is, with all of those ideas, and no doubt you've got some awesome ones of your own, my suggestion would be is let's choose 3 things that we can do in the next 24 to 48 hours that will move you closer to your January goal. And make no mistake, anything you do in the next 24 to 48 hours will improve your momentum going into February. Yeah, because the more conversations we're having, the more dialogue we're having, the more samples we're handing out, the more likely we are to continue to get that ball rolling. So 3 things in the next 24 to 48 hours. Because Leanne, Martine and I are really generous, we've chosen one for you. So hopefully that helps, yeah? So on the very next slide, now this is awesome for those of you that are in Adelaide that are able to attend the Art One Business event that's coming up on Tuesday, the February the 7th. If you are not in Adelaide, or for legitimate reasons you're unable to be there, you might have a think about what could you be sending a message out about. So it might be, if you're not able to do the ABE because you're not here, it might be you're hosting something at home. It might be you're going to do an Arbonne business chat around your dining table. It might be you're going to put on a nutrition workshop. So one of the lots of activity you're intending to do, I would suggest drafting an SMS, much like the one I'm about to show you, but about that specific event. And we're all going to power whoosh and send them together while we're on the call. How does that sound? Good? Good. And we're going to like put a whole heap of momentum behind it and send it out into the universe and see what we can get back here. Okay, so this is just, oh, Martine Ann Redmond has raised a hand. Oh, that's a bit cute. Hang on, let me find you. Can you come off mute, darling, and talk? Where are you? I can't find you. Is that right? Oh, she just put her hand down.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble here.
That's okay.
No, I was just saying my raised hand was really just going, woohoo, yes, me.
Awesome.
That's all.
Nothing, darling. Oh, it's nice to hear your voice. Hi, lady.
Oh, it took me a while to get on. My computer refused, so I worked it out on my phone. All good.
Awesome. Awesome, but you're on.
You're amazing. Loving it.
Oh, loving you. See you, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so this is just a suggestion. So Anne drafted something and I had a fiddle with it and we've come up with something together. But in saying that, tweak it a bit if it works for you. But if you want to make it really easy, just get your phone out, type in what's on the screen, work out who you're going to send it to, and then let's just send it. So what I've got here is, hi, I hope you're really well. I'd like to invite you to join me on Tuesday the 7th of Feb from 6:30 at the West Lakes Resort for a special Arbonne event. We'll have all of our beautiful products on display and some inspirational women sharing info on the business. I would love for you to be my guest and we can enjoy a glass of bubbles after. It'll be a whole heap of fun. Let me know if you're free, love, whoever you are. So my advice would be is I'm going to give you a little bit of thinking. I might give you some thinking music actually while you're all typing. I reckon how long will that take to type? We've got some, I reckon if you had a minute to type, would that be long enough? If the resistance is coming up and going, oh, I don't know who to send it to, please know that this is a really great way of opening the door, yeah? Opening the door in a way that puts the information out there and you can follow them up with a call and they know while you're calling, which is often a good thing. So I would suggest get it typed up, let me know when you're ready, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, send. I'm sending mine too, okay?
I've just sent a version to everyone as well. So,
Oh, cool.
to
Yeah,
my
if
team
everyone's got them on
anyway.
their phone, that might be even easier. Thanks, Leonie. That's awesome.
I haven't sent it. I've just sent it to my team, but I'll send it to anyone else. Yeah, I'll try. Okay.
Okay, I'll see one. Now, just flicking through the names, good on you girls. We've got people from Sydney and the Gold Coast and Brizzy. So exciting, Port Lincoln. So obviously for you girls, this particular script isn't going to be spot on to what you need. But I would absolutely, let's use this opportunity still to get a message out about something that you've got in mind, even if it's just, I'd love to catch up with you for a coffee and reconnect. You haven't seen each other for ages. Because that reconnection can often lead to a conversation about what it is that you're doing, and you just never know where that may lead you. So okay, who's ready to send? Hi, Yuri. Can see your little face. Hi, buddy. Okay. Are we sending? Unmute yourself and let me know if you've pressed the button. If, when.
Sent.
Yay!
Sent on my end too.
Sent. Awesome. Stay off mute if you sent, guys, so I know who has and who hasn't. Thanks, Angela. Sorry, darling. You just pressed that button. I'm making you press it. Send me another one.
Amy, I can't send mine just now because my little monkey's being a little monkey.
Right, but you've got it there, honey, and you know what you're going to send. Yeah. Oh, hello, little stuff. Yes, that's fine, though. It's hard to just type all at the same time. I get it. It's all good, honey.
All right.
You've got the words now and you can get it out there, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Done, Amy.
Awesome.
Sent.
Done about
Oh, wait.
it.
How many people are we sending it to?
Sorry, honey.
How many people are we sending it to?
3, please.
3 people. Okay. I better get cracking. I've done one.
I've done one.
Awesome.
I've done one.
Yep.
Back to it.
Still got that bloody song in my head.
I'm about to put it back on. That's going to mess you up, isn't it? You missed it, Martine. We started with music.
Yay. What did I miss? What was the song?
Oh, it was our song. I'll play it for you in a minute.
Okay, cool. Sent to.
Awesome, awesome.
Sent to.
Whoop, whoop.
Done.
Yay!
Sent 3.
Awesome. We better get a bigger room.
Done 3.
Awesome.
Done
Sent to
2.
4.
Oh, yeah, you're just showing off. That's awesome.
Sent 4.
Awesome. Well done. And how cool is it? It's just like a cut and paste. How many do you reckon you could, like, how many more could be sent? Whether it be tonight or tomorrow morning. It's pretty exciting.
Can I just clarify? Is the event starting at 7 or 6:30? Because
Oh,
I told the friend I called on the weekend 7.
Yeah, that's fine, honey. It's 6:30 for a 7 o'clock start. So we normally say 6:30. That allows people to get in the room and to have a look at the products and to get settled. And then we normally start at 7. So that's fine. Not a problem.
I've only done 3, but I'm keeping going.
Okay, very good, very good, excellent. So we'll wait another minute or so and make sure that everybody's got them out that wants to get them out. And now you've got that template. How great is that to use for everything that we do? Just take bits out and add bits in, and just get the information out there. It'd be amazing to see what comes of it. So well done, everybody. That's really cool.
This is what Zoom is. Oh, hang on. I'm not on mute yet.
You're all good. That's a good thing about text messages. We can all keep talking and it's not going to go through to anyone else. All right. So how many of us are on the call? Leanne, Dylan, can you see how many are there? Oh, you're not there. Sorry, honey.
We've got 22, which is awesome.
Fantastic. So 22 times 3. So that's 66 people that have just got messages about that event. In how long? 2 minutes? How cool is that? Even if only half of them come along. And now we're getting some momentum, and rather than sending 3 each, we send another 3 and then perhaps another 3. Imagine what we could achieve together. We're definitely going to have to get a bigger room. I can feel the vibe. Because who wouldn't want to be part of this? All right, awesome. Well done, everybody. That's really cool, really cool. So this week's action steps. So if you're not yet sent, and I know sometimes you get on a roll, it's hard to stop. So I am very committed to the time frame because apparently I talk too much. So I'm very committed to the time frame. So this is almost the last slide, and I'm pleased to say I've still got a few minutes to go. So that's cool. So this week's action steps, we've talked about the first one throughout this Zoom. So the first thing is commit to 3 things to move your business forward and action them in the next 24 to 48 hours. And guess what, guys?
Sorry to interrupt. I just got a message back and there's a lady coming. She said yes.
Who is that that's talking? Is that you, Faye, that's talking?
Yes.
Oh, darling, you are on fire, girlfriend.
Sorry, I'll let you get back to it.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. I'll share the love, girlfriend. Don't apologise for that. That's awesome. Oh, Faye, you are radiating something at the moment. You better keep sending messages, girlfriend. You're going to fill the room on your own at this rate. That's fab. All right, so we've done one thing already, those of us that are on the call. How good does that feel? So what are the other 2? And the examples and the suggestions I gave there. So now you're feeling good and you're on a roll. Let's use that energy to keep propelling ourselves forward. The second is, and we talked a little bit about this on the weekend, but I know some of you may not have heard it or may not have been there, and that is we really want, as a community of leaders, to support you guys to develop and to grow your businesses. And we believe that the best way to do that is to set a roadmap for action. And the way we set a roadmap for action in this business is through one of our strategy documents. So our encouragement would be is that in the next 24 to 48 hours, you complete your strategy document for February. You take a photo of it, because I know you've got one of these. You take a photo of it and you send it to your mentor. And then I would love it if you could then follow them up and go, Susie, I've sent it through to you. I've got some time. When have you got some time? I'd love to chat it through and to get some ideas. Now, for those of you that are new, that might seem a bit foreign. So just in case, this is what the personal strategy document looks like. You can find them on the Gets Resources website underneath coaching information. But of course, if it's the first or one of the first times you fill one out, I have no doubt if you reached out to your beautiful mentor and said, I really want to do one of those forms Amy was talking about, they will take the time to walk you through it. But this document is a really great way to keep us on track. And we've got so much amazing energy at the moment. So let's lock it into activity and action so we can start getting some great QV momentum along with our own personal momentum. And the third thing, which is a little one that I've just tapped on the end, a lot of the people I was chatting to over the weekend, and then I've been talking to some of my team today that weren't there on the weekend, a lot of the conversations around, yeah, Amy, but who? So it's a new year. What I'd love for you all to do is to create a new 100-person list. So the 100-person list is available in the First Step workbook, but of course you can just get a notepad out and do it yourself. And I really just want you to sit and write the first 100 names of people that you can think of. Try not to think about it too much. Oh, but she wouldn't, or she would, or they wouldn't, or they would, whatever it may be. Just get some names down on the paper. And as you start to do that, it will build your confidence around how many people you do actually know. And then ask your mentor again as part of that February strategy to help you break down those 100 people into groups. Who are the people that haven't had any exposure to Arbonne at all, and how might we like to tackle that? Who's enjoying the product that you would like to engage with hearing more about the business? How do we best tackle that? So really start getting those names down, and the confidence comes with, oh, I do know lots of people and I can get more people to add to that list as well. So that's something that I would really encourage to do. The other thing when I do my 100-person list too is I actually write a list of where could I go to meet new people. So I write things down like Witchery, Mimco, not that I like to shop, but where can I go? Either be people behind the counter or people I'll be chatting in the shop where I can meet new people. The coffee shop I've been to, that girl behind the counter, oh yeah, I could go back there. Because again, then it's not just individual names, but it's, I go to lots of different places where there's people with skin. And I'm friendly, I can chat to people. Let's just get out there and meet some new people. So that's the 3 action steps that I'm requesting as a result of this call, and I hope that they will help to move you forward. And I'm just going to leave you with this little one here, and that is, it's 2017. Be the one who decided to go for it. This is the year we're going to go for it. And I don't know about you, but coming off this weekend, I truly believe that anything for this community of people is possible. I'm so excited about what is to come. And what we want to do is link arms, get on those Facebook pages, keep jumping on these events, get in the room together, because together, they are going to know what's hit them. Because what we can offer as a collective group and the energy that we bring, with us feeling as good as we're feeling, people are going to want that. I just know that they are. So what I'm going to do now, my lovelies, is I'm going to just quickly stop that recording.